I shouldn't have gone alone. That's the first thing people say when I tell them. And maybe they're right. But being alone wasn't what scared me. Not at first. It was the feeling that I wasn't. I picked the spot because it was remote. No campsites, no marked trails, just forest stretching out for miles. The kind of place you could disappear and no one would know where to start looking. That was the appeal. Quiet, no people, no noise. I set up just before sunset. The trees were tall and thin, spaced far enough apart that you could see pretty far in every direction. It felt open, not claustrophobic. Safe even. I remember thinking how peaceful it was, how still. That should have been my first warning. No birds, no insects, not even wind. Just silence. I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was just one of those places. Some forests are like that. But as the sun went down, the silence got heavier. Not quieter, heavier, like it was pressing in. I kept my fire small, just enough to see by. I sat there for a while, staring into it, trying to relax. That's when I heard it. A twig snapping. Not far, behind me. I turned quickly. Hello? Nothing. I waited, listened. Silence again. I told myself it was an animal. It had to be. But animals make more noise than that. They move, they rustle. This was just one sound. And then nothing? I didn't sleep much that night. Every time I started to drift it off, I felt it again, that awareness. Like someone was standing just outside the light, watching. Morning didn't help. Everything looked normal, too normal. But when I stepped away from my tent, I saw it. Footprints, not mine. They circled the campsite, slow, carefully, and then stopped just outside where the firelight would have reached. I felt cold all over. I followed them with my eyes. They didn't lead away. They stayed. Like whoever made them hadn't left. I packed up immediately, hands shaking, trying not to think too hard about it. People hike out here sometimes, I told myself. Maybe someone passed through. Maybe they saw my camp and kept their distance. That made sense. Until I turned to grab my bag, and I saw something hanging from a branch. A piece of fabric. My fabric. From my backpack. A strip had been cut clean off. Not torn, cut. I didn't remember hearing anything. Didn't remember anyone getting that close. Which meant they had been. Quiet enough that I never knew. I didn't pack the rest. I just grabbed what I could and started walking. I didn't care which direction. I just needed to get out. But after about 10 minutes, I stopped because something didn't feel right. The trees looked the same, too similar. I turned slowly, and my stomach dropped. My campsite was behind me, exactly where I'd left it. I hadn't walked away. I had walked in a circle. I tried again, picked a direction, walked faster this time. 10 minutes, 15. I turned. The campsite, again, right there, like it had been waiting. That's when I noticed something new. The footprints. There were more of them now, not just circling. Closer, inside my camp, near my tent, near where I had slept. My chest tightened. He had been there while I was sleeping, standing over me. I didn't want to think about how long. I backed away slowly, heart pounding so hard it hurt, and then I heard it, breathing. Not mine. Close, too close, right behind me. I turned and saw him, standing between the trees, perfectly still. He didn't look wild, not like I expected. He looked normal. That's what made it worse. His clothes were worn, dirty, but not torn apart. His face calm, like he had been expecting me, watching me for a long time. Please, I said, my voice barely working. I'm just leaving." He didn't respond. He just smiled, slowly, and then he stepped back, disappearing behind a tree. I ran. I didn't care about directions anymore. I just ran. Branches hit my face, my arms, my legs. I didn't stop. And this time, I didn't come back to the campsite. But something worse happened. I started seeing things, small things, markers, pieces of fabric tied to branches, objects deliberately placed along the ground. A shoe, not mine. A backpack, old. And then a phone, cracked, still there, still in the forest, like no one had ever come back for it. I realized then I wasn't the first, and I wasn't supposed to leave. I heard him again, closer now, not hiding anymore, following, letting me know. I ran harder, and then I saw it, the road. I stumbled out onto it, collapsing onto the gravel. A car stopped. People got out. Voices, hands. Safe. That's what they said. Safe. But they didn't understand, because when I told them about the man, about the footprints, about the things in the woods, they went back. Of course they did. Search teams, police. They said there was nothing there. No footprints, no campsite, no trail of objects. Nothing. Like it never existed. But I know it did, because sometimes, late at night, I hear it again. That breathing, close, right behind me. And once, I woke up to find something on my nightstand. A strip of fabric cut clean from my backpack. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the next scary story. And remember, it's just a story.